Right, welcome back. Fitting LED lighting into a door card that you've fully sound deadened and sound treated is good fun, isn't it? Especially when the gaps are already really tight. I suggest that if you're going to do that, you maybe plan ahead. Don't do it as like should we chuck lighting into it? Once we're trying to put the thing back together, but it's fine. We mucked around for a few hours today, and it's door cards are back on. Speakers are in, door cards are on, and wiggled in some lighting strip and then a little door pocket light as well. We had some plans originally for how we were going to do the lighting in the door cards. We were originally going to go with like a little spotlight up in here, one shining down into the pocket. But then after looking at the kit a bit more and seeing how it worked, how well it lit up, because we were going to use the strip lights in the boot around the sub and things, but I tested that with my cardboard cutout yesterday. It didn't throw out as much light as we were thinking. So we've got a different idea for that. So we then went with, strip lights in the door cards, and then because of the way the kit works with, you've got various plugs from each module, doesn't necessarily mean you can run multiple lights. So we could add the option of 2, but then because the front doors, this section here on the driver's door is different to the passenger door, I then quickly realised I couldn't have one shining down. So changed the plan and then chucked a little one down in the pocket, so right in the depth of the, in the darkest area, so it should shine up quite nicely. And chuck out a nice bit of light, and then working on which areas had the nicest gaps for putting in a strip light. I ended up going with accentuating this area here, so picking out this shape mainly because it wanted to go in there. So as you saw, I had to cut out a little hole right at the back here, but being careful not to chew up all this material, because that wouldn't be fun. And then I was able to feed it through and then tuck it in. Now, because we've had to obviously get quite physical with the door cards, putting them back on, it has ever so slightly popped out, but that's cool. I can wiggle it back in. But trying to get door cards on with sound deadening on both sides, quite thick sound deadening, and then all the sound wave as well, you very quickly run out of space. And it's a real case of like, you line everything up and then you just have to hit it as hard as you can, essentially, but in a controlled manner, obviously. But yeah, they're all on now, and now the doors sound even more solid. I don't know if it'll make much difference from the outside, but inside it sounds a lot more solid. Real weighty doors now. Sounds lovely inside, just now moving it. It's great. And then rear doors, they're done as well. Tried to pick out a similar area on the material. I went with just using the full strip light, which it does stop down here. So we might play with it, shorten it maybe, or something, I don't know yet, but we'll see. But at least I can just kind of pull it out, and then I could stop it up here somewhere, or something like that, but we'll see. Might just leave it. And then another door pocket down here, but this time shining forwards, just because that was the darker end of the pocket. Yeah, so all the door cards are back on, all bolted on now. Had a hunt through our mixture of screws for those. And then, what we got next? Oh yeah, speakers are in. All the speakers are in. Rears are all in. Obviously the tweeters were mounted into the door cards. Rears went onto there, all sealed up nicely. And then the front's all in. And obviously, as you saw, the mids got bolted onto the back of their adapters that Owen made, so they sit on there nicely. And luckily, where we thought they were going to sit, because we've never fitted 3-ways into a Mark 5 Golf before, there was a little black kind of cup area that was recessed in, and there was actually a whole area in the door that's pretty recessed. So I think we've done pretty well to get it all in and working, or fitting even, because we haven't been able to wire it up yet or power it up. So hopefully the door cards don't have to come off again, because otherwise I'm not sure Owen's going to look forward to that if I turn around and say, yeah, no, it's not working, mate. But yeah, so we've made a bit of headway today. What else have we got? We've got some bits turning up now. We're waiting for them to arrive for like distribution blocks for picking up power for the LED kits, because we're running, I think it's 3-4 different drivers, rather than having like 3 or 4 different cables trying to come up to one point and connect up where the fuses are and things. What we're going to do is pick up a decent ignition in the fuse board, head off to a switch that will be in a pocket around here somewhere, and then that will then run off down to a distribution block, which will then run all the drivers to. So we've got a main area where it's all connected up. So it's a bit less busy, a bit easier. So we're waiting for those to arrive so we can do that. And oh, I've got wood. Not like that, but wood's turned up. So this is 6mm MDF that I'm going to use for the floor of the boot. So obviously one of them is going to be trimmed down to fit really nice and snugly and have the sub cut out and the amp cut out. And then I'm unsure what to cover this in just yet. It'll either be the same sort of Alcantara stuff or quite a short, tight carpet. And then the second one is going to be more your just standard boot panel that will just be carpeted, cut to the shape of the boot. So then, you know, if you want to use it as just a normal boot without damaging anything, just pop that in. And then when you want to show it off and everything, you can lift that out. And we'll do that. So I think I'm on that tomorrow actually, because I've got some time, which would be good. Yeah, that's kind of it really. It's just a little update, show you that we have made some progress. And as always, it's nice and fun. So if you're going to do it, plan ahead a bit more. You know, chuck your LEDs in a bit earlier. Don't try and work around all the stuff you've already done, because that makes it a lot harder. But yeah, I think that's about it really. It's just a quick one, another little update. We're still going on it. Yeah, hopefully soon we'll be able to start to power some bits up. And then we can start testing stuff, making sure stuff's working before we really throw everything back into it. So keep watching, hope you're enjoying it, and we'll see you again soon. Take it easy.